Good morning. Was inspired to come through this morning and do a video on something that I have been reflecting on the past few days, and that is a journey of being called, journey of being chosen. And I've come to realize that this journey comes in stages or phases or segments, if you want to call it. And I will probably, Mina, touch on the journey that I personally have gone through, just to sort of make sure that, what I'm about to talk about, ibane context or a clear direction. So when you realize or you are told that you are called or you are chosen, you have a particular gift, you go through a phase, I will call it pre-initiation phase. And when I'm talking initiation, I am not talking only formal initiation in an institution or in a particular space or place of initiation or of healing spirit, but I am talking even self-initiation or rather when you are going through things in your life that are meant to initiate you. Remember, initiation ukhuliswa. Iphehlo noma ukhuliswa, initiation, is not reserved or something that is for people who are initiating into ubuprofeti, ubufundisi, ubunyanga, ubungoma, ubusebeletsi. But initiation also prepares a person for a greater understanding into their purpose, into their life purpose. What do I mean? You will go through izinto empilweni that will challenge you, that you will find are challenging you. Seasons that will be so difficult, so taxing emotionally, so taxing physically, psychologically, spiritually. And that on its own, iphehlo lakho noma, it's your initiation phase or stage empilweni. And when you are going to go, mhlawumbe sithi-ke, the achelong, you are going to initiate into prophecy, or you are going through Bible studies or course, or you are going to a phehlweni. Before that, there is that stage, I will call it the pre-actual initiation stage. That is the stage where you start noticing or seeing things ezenzakalayo in your life. You start noticing things about yourself. You start noticing changes around your life that make you pay attention, that make you, sit up and like, okay, what is going on? And you are then maybe told, maybe you come to a realization, or it is revealed to you somehow spiritually that you are actually chosen, or you are called, or for a particular elevation, to be elevated, for a purpose. It is always for a bigger purpose attached to your life. And I know spiritual initiation journey into becoming a healer that most of the time those signs or symptoms would be difficult things, would be things associated with sickness, would be things associated with a disruption of your life as you would be knowing it at that point. And then you would let's say, go into initiation, the actual initiation stage, where now you are aware, oh, I'm called to be a preacher, or I'm called to be a prophet, or I'm called to be a healer. And then you actually are now in the process of being trained for that. And that's the pre-stage, and the actual stages are stages that we are familiar with because there is a lot of information around them. People do talk about such things, but this particular one that I want to talk about today is the post actual initiation state or stage of your life. And particularly, I think, because I've come to realize a lot of people go through, I choose to term it spiritual depression, because the word in itself, depression, talks about, is describing a state of emotions, is describing a state of your psychology. You are affected physically, you lack the will, you are exhausted, you are confused, you are hurting, you are in a maze, you are tired. And it makes no sense, because the thinking when we go into a state and a stage of initiation is that it is meant to make us well, to heal us. And so, when you complete that part, the last thing you expect is for impilo to turn upside down, or for more turmoil to just show up empilweni yakho, ngoba usukuthi kiphethile seni kitlamile kisiphethe. Maybe I'm called by God, or by the universe, or by my ancestors, and I did this thing. Therefore, things should be rosy and things should be okay and well. I-temang reflector yang fanela, like a person giving birth and then having postnatal depression. And then you find that, no man, I'm actually not okay. And it does not make sense. And you find yourself I'll call it the valley, or in a shadow state. Things don't make sense because things are not working out the way that you believed they would, as a result of having fulfilled a particular call, having fulfilled a responsibility assigned to you by a creator, by the universe, or by your guides. This state or part of the journey of impilo, of being called, of being gifted, is very, it can be very frustrating. And I want to talk around that depression. I'm not sure who I'm talking to, but the purpose of this video is just to say to whoever that is feeling low, that is feeling frustrated, that is feeling confused, that is feeling depressed, that feels gucci, things are still not making sense. It happens. It happens to the best of us. There is a lot that actually happens in that period of your gifted life. And I just want to say, wenza njani makunjalo. And it is not to say what I'm saying will be a miracle that will heal or take away, but I'm hoping that what I'm going to share will help somebody out there who is feeling lost, or is feeling confused and low, who is even probably cursing why they responded to the call, why they went through with a particular journey, and to say, Uti, we tend to forget who we are, and I'm talking as somebody who is healing, still working on. I'm still in that valley, but I can see a progress, and I can feel, more than anything, I can feel the progress. I can feel healing. And how did I get there? You don't just wake up and get there. It takes work, and it is still part of your ascension. It is still part of your evolution. It is still part of your growth. There is what I would like to call a center point, or the essence of your soul. And my call to you is that, when you are feeling like that, and if you are in that state, return to a center point. And what do I mean by that? And return to the essence of who you are. For me, it was initiation into healing. And you come out of it and you have expectations, number one, that things are going to go this way, and you forget who you are, at the core. You lose the essence of who you are. You let go of things that defined you, of things that were core values to you, of things that gave you a will to live, a reason to live, of things that excited you, of things you were passionate about, of things that you loved. A calling, noma a gift, does not expect us to forget our talents, forget our gifts before we went into a particular journey. Maybe it's tips, maybe it's things that have helped me that I want to share. Maybe it's things that will work for you, but maybe it's also not what will work for you. But maybe it will bring about a certain awareness, yoguti, masegunje. Maybe what can I do? Go back to our factory settings. Ukoliswa, and who are you before ungena kwindlela kuhambo lwebizo lwesiphiwo sakho? What did you like doing? What gave you life? What made you happy? What were the plans between you and God and the universe? What was it that when amawhlala uphupha, and you would be like, if I can, I know for me, for an example, I love writing. I've always said that if I can write a book one day, or I can write books one day, I know that I love ukusebenza ngabantu. I know that I love developing people. I love spaces that I develop. I love creative spaces. I am a creator myself at heart. But once uthola ukuthi okay, nginesiphiwo sokulapha, then we forget that logo initiator kwakho is meant to elevate already what you were born with. Is meant to amplify logo owakuphiwa, logo owagcotshwa ngakho, what God already anointed you for. There's a difference between anointed and appointed. But you will go through stages and phases, you will go through things in empilweni that prepare you for your appointment stage into whatever. And you will find if you go back and say, okay, let me put aside that I'm an initiated healer or initiated prophet, or I'm a preacher, and go back to kahle kahle ngokuzalwa, ngokugcotshwa, ngizalelwe ukuzokwenzani emhlabeni. Then you can link uzoshadisa lokho with your healing or your newly discovered a gift, that you are a healer, that you are a preacher, that you are a prophet, that you are. I'm specifically speaking to healers, to prophets, to preachers, to abantu abagifted ngokomoya, because I know those are the people that tend to neglect the pre-journey, pre-phehlo selves, and think ukuthi you were called into this journey so that uzolahla lokho. But you are called into this journey so that it can amplify or iyokhulisa lokho, iyokwenza lokho kuqhume, kugame even more. Maybe any example, umuntu who was studying medicine, or who's a doctor by profession, or who's a musician, or who's an artist, umdwebi, or who's a poet, or whatever. But unesiphiwo futhi sokulapha that has it was necessary for you to go through initiation. You do not neglect or lahla this, because kokunye, you are not initiated, you are not called only to do lobu prophet, noma lobu fundisi, noma lobu ngoma, noma lobu nyanga, noma lobu gedla, noma lobu mamsebeletsi. But you are also called ukuthi in that space, either space of art, space of music, space of medicine, space of work, space of whatever, lento entsha obuyizala, ukuyikhulisa, ukuyiphakamisa, izosebenzisana nalokho. You will use lobu healer bakho in this space. You will use lobu creative bakho in this healing space. So go back. Go back to factory settings. What made you tick? What makes you happy? What are you passionate about? That is what will revive iwili yakho to live. That is what will give you courage to continue. Have the courage to create again. Have the courage to heal. Have the courage to be successful. Have the courage to show off your talent. Have the courage to get up and not sit in the middle of your testimony. That part of is that area, that valley of spiritual depression is not meant also to destroy you. It's just the meantime. But in that meantime, buyela emuva uyozikhumbula ukuthi at the core and at the essence, what is it? What is it? What is my purpose? Ngoba, what if your greatness, what if abundance, what if success, what if life, what if it was on the other side of your purpose? And we tend to sit in the pain, we sit in the confusion, we suck it up, we sit in the misery. There is a lot that happens during a spiritual depression. Kwabanye, it goes as far as spiritually being attacked, physically being attacked, economically feeling, ukuthi I'm being attacked. Kamampela ubona ukuthi izinto azihlangane. The worst thing that you can do is to park there and sit there. The worst thing that you can do is to forget the source. And source will always be God. Source will always be those that have called you for whatever it is that they have called you for. Mase kwenzekile okwenzekile, irregardless of how your journey went, do not curse it. Whether abathi khambe kahle or bakutshela ukuthi azange khambe kahle, kwenziwe kahle, this did not go right, this was breathe. Take it one day at a time, one breath at a time. Breathe. I was reading a story, and this person says they had been diagnosed with the cancer, and the doctor, as the doctors were busy with her, the doctor kept saying, breathe. The doctor would say, breathe. After his kashan, the doctor would say, breathe. And what she realized in that moment was that when we are overwhelmed by pain and frustration and confusion, we forget to breathe. Siya suffocate, we hold as phefumule. And I will say, breathe. Irregardless of ukuthi kubonakala kuhlakazeke kangakanani, kumnyama kangakanani. Give yourself grace and take things slow. Buyele muva and take things slow. And also remember, especially if you had gone through some formal initiation where you were in an institution or you were at a school, bekunendlela ewenziwa ngayo. And in those cases, you would have had mentors or a mentor, and there was a way, there was a process. Bekunemithetho, bekunakho konke lokho. So you come out, you take it like a student. Mause varsity, kunemithetho of that varsity. Kunendlela, there are systems. But the minute uphuma with your degree, with your diploma, with your whatever, you now are in a stage where you have to uhambe you apply, and in your applying, you're going out to the big world now. You're going out there, and in that, awusekho now phansi komthetho wase-varsity, but uba phansi komthetho kaNkulunkulu of what? Your God, Modimo wa hao o reng, sedimo sa hao se reng, moya your intuition e reng. What are your values? What are your core values? What do you consider to be integrity, to be right, to So it's also another stage and a state of learning now to operate as umuntu now ongasekwanga izinto ze institute or an organization or a school. So it's also another level of learning. Now, more things will be revealed to you, more teachings will be revealed to you. Some things you will have to unlearn, some things you will have to forego. Okunye you'll have to revamp, ngoba manje kwakhiwa what is straight and directly aligned to you and your purpose and your guides and your God in relation to what you are here to do. Do not make the mistake of comparing yourself. Eklasini benginabanye, and bona post graduation, they are flourishing, they are doing this, they are doing that, they are doing that. And then you want to go and copy, you want to be like them, you want to do it like them. You're expecting things to go that way. Do not compete, do not compare. Reflection is very important. Self-work is very important. That's where you learn to love yourself entirely, to understand your journey, to understand eyakho i-covenant noNkulunkulu nengelosi yakho, nendlela yakho, nobizo lwakho. It is sad and unfortunate, and it is not necessary to see abantwana abaningi that have taken up and have sacrificed their lives and taken time to go and follow a calling and respond and say yes. Babuye ba depressed, babuye ba addicts, babuye not looking good, babuye having lost hope, babuye feeling like there's no God, feeling like there are no guides, feeling like the world is unfair, feeling like the world is just ugly and bad, because baye bavuma ukuthunywa. It is not necessary, and we need each other. If you are going through the same thing, if you feel that you are going to vuma, don't hide. Seek help, seek counsel kwabanye abantu. Find a community, find your tribe, find people who, when you are saying these things, will understand, who will hold space, who will validate your fears, who will validate your anxiety, who will say, you know what, I hear you, I feel you, I will hold space. I may not know, but I'm willing to, I empathize, I understand. Find those people. Isolation is the worst. Ukasha akuwenzi akungeke kuze kusize, because like I said, when you are anointed, mangaba God has said this one will be appointed at the age of 25, but only be appointed at the age of 40. You will go through what you need to go through up until leso sikhathi of you being appointed. And ngaleso sikhathi, God would have prepared you. How He prepares you will be different from how you are prepared for the purpose yakho, for your actual appointment. I'm just saying you are not alone. I'm just saying find your tribe. I'm just saying find that community. I'm just saying find your voice. I'm just saying find that will to pick yourself up, to live. Build that courage. Pray about it. If anything, pray. Ask God to remind you what factory settings were, because lapho I'm talking about loya muntu wadalwa uNkulunkulu in his image. There is no way that he created a failure, a loser. There is no way. There is absolutely no way. Ask God and ask your guides. If it's ancestral, ask your guides. Bekuyini inhloso yenu ngami when you chose me? What was it for? Show me. Remind me. Come back. Start afresh with me. Direct me and guide me. Lapho ngizothola khona the tools. Lapho ngizophila khona again. And show yourself grace. Take it easy. Another big mistake esenzayo, we're very impatient. Take it easy. Early patience, and watch God, watch your guides. Bekupholisa la udinga khona ukuphola. And amalanga awafani. Even now, there are still bad days. And it's okay. But on those days, on those moments, breathe. Breathe and trust. And have that continuous courage to continue, to live, to love, to laugh, to create, to succeed, to be. Find it. Find it. Ilwele. Ilwele. Be persistent in being courageous. I'm going to post the video. Share it with those that need this message. Like, invite others to subscribe to the channel. Courage to continue with Xoli on YouTube, simply Xoli on Instagram. Do send an email, especially those that maybe are going through what I was talking about. You are in some form of spiritual coma or depression. Drop an email. Asikhulumeni. Let's find our voices. Let's hold space for each other. Let's be there for each other. Let's build a community of people that are there for each other. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, love and light.